Hey you. Yeah, you wanna know how to get inside the final room in Aurora, the captain's quarters? So, hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm JJ and welcome back to another Subnautica episode. So today we're going back to Aurora because right now we can actually access every single room without any cheats. Yes, we have already explored every single corner in Aurora using the cheat command free cam. We have already been in the captain's quarters and we basically know what we are going to find there. But today, we're actually going to access the captain quarters the normal way. We're not going to use any free cam command because the game got an update, and if we would get every single PDA entry, we would find one specific one with a code. Whenever you start a game, you can already access your data bank, and there are already few data bank entries. But there is a small cheat who lets you access every single data bank entry in Subnautica up to date. All you need to do is access the console command and type NC all. That's it. We have every single data bank entry. As you can see, there are plenty of them, but we are looking for one specific one, which you can actually find in data downloads, codes, and it is called High Security Terminal Captain's Quarters, where we are going to go a little bit later in the game. Whenever you press it, you can read the PDA entry, and at the end there is a code 2679. With this code, we can actually go into Captain's Quarters, access the High Security Terminal, and find one of the most needed blueprints, which is the Neptune escape rocket. This is needed for you to finish the game. You will get this PDA entry whenever you progress in your Subnautica's game. I'm going to restart my game since we have already know what is the code for the captain's quarters, and I want my data bank entry to be clean, and I'm going to show you how to get to that high security terminal in captain's quarters. We're back. I have restarted my game, and as you can see, I have my data bank entry fresh and ready to be filled with those secret codes we are going to find in the Aurora ship. Now, first, what we need to do, we need to get, of course, out of the life pod. At this stage of the game, we cannot go inside the Aurora because first, what we need to do, explode it. Explode ship. And since I'm too lazy to actually swim to the Aurora, we're going to use the console command again. Go to Aurora. That was fast, right? Before we go inside the Aurora and unlock every single secret, we need to prepare ourselves. If you're not playing in the creative mod, first what you need to get, of course, is the fire extinguisher. Because there are a lot of firewalls, you need to put them down before venturing deeper inside the Aurora. Next, you need a laser cutter. And, of course, the welder. Now, there are two possible ways to go inside the Aurora. One requires the propulsion cannon, and the other, a lot of agility, because you will need to jump across huge crates scattered in the Aurora. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to grab yourself a spare battery. So, you know what? I guess we are going to use the second entrance to the Aurora because I know that not a lot of people know about this one. And I believe it is going to be a little bit more challenging. Whenever you end up in this position of the Aurora, there are two possible ways for you to go. One is straight, the other one is to the right. If you go straight, this is the most well-known entrance to the Aurora. And to the right is the secret one where you need to use your propulsion cannon. By the way, I guess when you are ready to go and venture into the Aurora, I presume you have already crafted yourself a knife because you are going to need that one. There are a lot of cave crawlers scattered all across Aurora. You can avoid them, but with the knife you can actually kill them and they're not going to pose any threat to you anymore. Can you see that barricaded door? Okay, you know what? I believe we're going to use the propulsion cannon and get rid of this cave crawler. Back to business. This is a barricaded door and there is no chance for you to squeeze through them if you don't have a propulsion cannon. Mr. Box, could you please stop twerking? Finally, the way is clear and we are ready to venture deeper into the Aurora. So this is the place where you will need to use a fire extinguisher if you, of course, don't want to die. And if by any chance you don't have any, just look around. Sweet. We are ready to jump in the Aurora. By the way, I forgot to tell you that you should bring yourself a flashlight. There are a lot of dark corridors and you really don't want to be jump scared in this place. You have to be aware that these sparks can actually damage you, so don't come closer unless you want to die. So in this room, go to the right and you will find your first abandoned PDA with a code. Check your PDA for the first code, 6483, and use it right over here behind these crates. 6483. The doors are open. Let's go inside. By the way, this code not only unlocks these doors, but also that one. As you can see, the green indications, that means that they are unlocked. It does not have any codes. And data terminal. When you access it, you will get your technology blueprints upgraded. Now, let's get out of this place because we need to go to the captain's quarters. And we encounter our first door where we are going to use the laser cutter. Let's go inside. There is another data terminal. Grab it. Now, it's nothing too major, but there is a specific entry which states that Altera HQ rescue solution received at T+8 hours to high priority terminal in captain's quarters. And this is where we are heading. And actually, the captain's quarters are not that far away. Where we need to go? Right here through these doors. Down below in the pipe section. Now, it might be a little bit tricky for you to navigate right here, but you need to understand that there is only one way out and one way in. Be extremely careful right here. Don't get zapped by the electricity. Just move very slowly in to the prawn bay. Since our mission for today is to go to that secret place, the captain's room, we will need to go to the living quarters. By the way, if we have chosen the different path to the Aurora, we would end up unlocking these doors right here. Let's use the fire extinguisher because we don't want our butthole to be burned. And we will need to jump a little bit right here in this section to actually access the living quarters. Beautiful. Now at this point, we can actually go straight for the captain's quarters. But I strongly suggest for you to search every single room because you're going to find really awesome stuff. For example, posters, toys, and you can use them to decorate your amazing Subnautica base. Captain's quarters. And do you remember the code that we were given? 2679. The doors are finally unlocked and we can go inside. By the way, this is my favorite poster in all of Subnautica. Aurora, the next phase of Altera exploration. But let's leave it hanging because this is what we have came for. The miniature Aurora. Okay, let's read the data terminal. So this is what we have came for, the blueprints for a Neptune escape rocket. Without it, we won't be able to fly away from planet 4546b and thus saving ourselves. If you want to finish Subnautica, you will need to go into this room, into the captain quarters and fetch the Neptune escape rocket blueprints. The Neptune escape rocket looks amazing, but we got ourselves another PDA entry, and do you want to hear the voice of the Aurora captain?
This is an emergency distress call. Aurora is on collision course with planet 4546b. Sending all available environmental data. Please respond with rescue solution. Out.
This is Altera HQ. Attached to this message, you should find the blueprints for an escape ship that we calculate will be capable of breaking orbit and getting you back to the nearest phase gate. Now, it's designed to use materials you can find in situ, but it's gonna need one hell of a power source. Now, we'll be sure to...
So that's it. By the way, I loved how the captain said Aurora. So basically, at this point of the game, we have the blueprints for the Neptune escape rocket and we are ready to start building it. It consists of 5 pieces: launch platform, gantry, stage 1, 2, 3. So that's it. We have unlocked the secret room, the captain's quarters in the Aurora. I believe I am stuck in the captain's bed because I cannot move. So I guess this is the perfect way to say goodbye. I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, leave a like, and as always, I'm going to see you all tomorrow in the next episode. Bye!